Now this is just hilarious. The WBC now says they're disappointed with Avni Yildirim's performance and they have to reassess the mandatory selection process. Ego Stradamus strikes again. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, you know what to do. Smash the bell icon and the likes, all that good stuff. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working. Man, let's talk about it. Ego Stradamus strikes again. You might as well just put that in the comment section. 2021 is up. It looks like that's going to be a continuing thing. So here's the interview, and I find this it's like Alanis Morissette. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's like rain. It is like rain. Isn't it ironic? So Michael Benson, reporter, he captured the quote, Mauricio Sulaiman on the WBC mandatory Avni Yildirim, aka Average Pilgrim, being easily beaten by Canelo. He says, quote, we need to look into the process that is not working in some roads. There's things we have to go back and look at what is happening. That stage should have been for a much greater fight. And he said that to a boxing page, right? Now, this is hilarious. Mauricio Sulaiman is now saying what your boy Ego was saying immediately before the fight. This is why I said hashtag blackout Canelo Yildirim. I wasn't going to use my energy. I wasn't going to use my channel to advocate and prime and, just basically do the great job that I normally do to give the public content upon content. I have to focus my energies on efforts that are more important to me and to the sport of boxing. So I told you that. So it's just ironic that now Sulaiman is acting like this is some big surprise, like, oh, we need to work on some things and this is disappointing. This should have been a much bigger fight. It wasn't a much bigger fight. Canelo, the thing is, Canelo, nobody disputes that he's a good fighter. I mean, you would have to be a hater or blind to say he's ass, say he's a bad fighter. That's not ever in question. Is he fighting guys that are even remotely close to being good fighters or great fighters with no clauses, no specialty treatment or, anything like that, like rehydration clauses, man-made things? Do they have the proper time to train like a normal fight? These are the things in question. And it's funny in this boxing game, and that's why I really enjoy the YouTube platform, because every time I speak based on being a public figure and a voice in this boxing game, it is recorded. So my channel has nothing but breadcrumbs for all of my works. It's like a great painter, Michelangelo. His works have been recorded. He's going to get credit for the things that he has produced. And that's a great and beautiful thing for a content creator. When you're a content creator and you have these works and it's all recorded, then there's nothing that could be said in the aftermath. Like, people could go to my old videos. Like I said, regarding the famous painters and stuff like the Michelangelos, it's on wax. He did the Sistine Chapel. This is his work. So anybody that goes to visit the Sistine Chapel, you know, and the goes to the Vatican or whatever, they could be like, oh, that looks amazing. And it'll be accredited to the actual artist, Michelangelo. Same thing goes with my videos. The stuff I said about the Canelo fight, I said it before the fight. I said it in real time. I said it as it was happening, and I said it after it's happening. But it is people like Mauricio Suleiman and the WBC, aka We Back Canelo. They're the ones that are now having to, quote, re-examine their process. I told you it didn't make sense. The WBC tried to justify Avni, Average, Pilgrim, Yildirim. And look, there you go right there. There's Mauricio. You see that? So you watch this whole thing unfold, and then when the fight is a itty fight, you know, I don't want to cuss too much, but when it's a bad fight and Canelo just dog walks him, and it looks every bit of a guy who's coming off a loss. He looked every bit of a guy who's older than Canelo. It looked every bit of a guy who is not on Canelo's skill set level. It looked every bit of a guy who has had no activity, who is coming off a 2-year long layoff. You know, that's how the fight played out. You could go, like, if I type in Canelo Yildirim, and this is not pre-recorded, this is live as I'm thinking about it, because, you know, my videos are freestyle. I'll be one take like Jay, right? Yildirim watching the J Balvin performance. Look, just look at what people are saying. I'm trying to look. Recap of the Canelo fight. See, look. Wow. Just look at the comments. You know what I mean? You'll see how people feel about the fight. So Canelo, you know, he's a good fighter, but the thing is did he fight a good fighter? How did this guy become off a loss? These are the questions I had before. How did a guy off a loss? Did they even show? Look, I'm trying to see if they even show the knockout. Let's see what people are saying. It says no boxing, no life. Look at the man. Like, he barely even threw any punches, you know? How was he the mandatory when he look? Shout out to Edgar. How is he the mandatory? He hasn't fought in 2 years. That's Eddie Hearn for you, you know? So people could play games and say, like, listen, when they mad at the message, they're going to try to shoot the messenger. Come shoot me then. Because I told you what it was going to be. You know? I told you what it was going to be. And now you see it. Now people making jokes. I went to pop some popcorn. By the time I came back, fight was over. Right? Another Canelo Triple G fight needs to be done. This dude fought a bum. Nothing special. Mismatch. No opposition, no fight. The knockout scared him. I could have beat them. Light work. No punches, no fight. Garbage can. This is on the promoter. The promoter's own post. Definitely there was no boxing. Shit, I like to see no boxing, no money. No circus, no life. Somebody said great show. No boxing. You know what I'm saying? Look, a dumpster on fire. I mean, here's what they think about you. So say what you want. You know, I know the haters gonna get mad because I keep it real and I'm speaking the truth regarding the fight. It was everything you was hoping it wouldn't be. It was that. It was, you know, Canelo showing his dominance, showing that another guy wasn't on his level. Another, like, Rocky Fielding type of fight, Liam Smith, you know, just a person. This time it happened to be a Turkish opponent, but there's a lot of Turkish or Eastern European or European fighters, and he's dominating that style. So, you know, it becomes like Bill Murray in Groundhog Day. And now the WBC is like, oh, we got to re-examine this. So this is just funny. This is why the money keep coming in. This is just funny. The WBC is now questioning its process, but I told you to begin with that this fight shouldn't transpire. And people are like, oh, no, it's a mandatory. Watch this. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Oh, you lucky I can't find it. Oh, here it is. So this is before the lawsuit with Golden Boy. WBC president Canelo Alvarez wasn't ordered to fight Avni Yildirim. He requested it. So they're already on record saying Canelo requested this August 18th. So he then sued Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya, and DAZN, got out of his contract, then switched the opponent after he requested Yildirim, because at the time DAZN said, this is not a marquee fight. We're not going to approve this. And then conveniently, the WBC worked with Canelo and he got to fight the mandatory. And this was like masked under the guise of, oh, it's a mandatory, he has to fight him. But we know he was trying to fight Avni Yildirim August 18th. There's an interview on The Athletic that I'm showing you as we speak by Lance Pugmire, August 18th, 2020. And it says the WBC, and it's chock full of quotes. WBC says Canelo Alvarez wasn't ordered to fight Avni Yildirim. He requested it. So stop playing with me. They could say it's a mandatory or whatever they're trying to say now, but we know Canelo was down to make this fight because he requested it before it was put in the paper, you know? And the WBC voted 36-1, as you see there, in favor of Canelo getting the fight. So it should have never been Avni Yildirim. You've seen how poorly he performed. He really had no shot. He was coming off a long layoff. And David Benavidez, a two-time champion, he doesn't get an opportunity like that in Miami. That would have been lit. I would have loved to see that. David Benavidez, but a much better fighter, a much more in-prime fighter, a much more competitive fight with Canelo, who I can't see getting dispatched of in 2 rounds like this without throwing any punches. Even if he got knocked out in 2 rounds, which I don't see, but even if he did, I guarantee you Benavidez would throw some punches. It wouldn't just be like shell up, let Canelo take the wheel and win round 1 and then get dismantled and chopped up in round 2, and then the fight's over, you quit on the stool. If Canelo does all that to David Benavidez in 2 rounds, show me. LSI. Let's see it. Let's go 2021. So it's just ironic that your boy Ego Stradamus keeps striking. WBC is now coming to the table like, oh, we got to re-examine it. This is what I told you from the beginning. Checkmate. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.